This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast for the week of 16th of April 2018. This has a look at the broad overarching energies that will touch on most of your lives, although not all of it will affect you and not in the same way. So if you'd like something that is more specific to your own life story, or you have questions you'd like answers and guidance for, or if you'd like to order that amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. We're going to start with a relationship reading, move on to career reading, and finish off with your happiness or your soul path evolution reading. Right, those of you that want to know about relationships this week, the tea leaf cards that came up was the Ram, a dark man, a table, and a vase. And then the angel cards, the romance angel cards you will see was religious factors, passion, and true love. The Ram says a stubborn, aggressive person. The dark man says dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. The table says hard work ahead, and the vase says a secret admirer. There's a few energies around this month, or this week should I say. Probably this month as well, that was most likely not a slip up. So there's a stubborn, aggressive person, a person who's obstinately sticking to their viewpoint, sticking to their way of doing things, where relationships are concerned at the moment. It could be you. It could be someone else. There is dealings here with a dark man for some of you. Some of you, that stubborn, aggressive person could be a dark man. For others of you who are possibly being the stubborn and aggressive person, you find you are dealing with a dark man where relationships are concerned, and it's hard work. Well, if one is stubborn and if someone else is stubborn, it always ends up being hard work, doesn't it? But there's a secret admirer here that may be easier going than the stubborn, hard work man or person. So I think for those of you looking for a relationship, if you are dealing with someone who is just stubbornly doing what they do and they are ending up just too much work, pay attention, because someone around you actually likes you and admires you, and they are possibly the one you should be shifting your attention to. Those of you in committed partnerships and relationships, it's you or your partner that's being particularly stubborn. There is hard work ahead of you. I think that secret admirer then is a case of perhaps to go back to the part where you secretly admired your partner, or they secretly admired you, and rekindle those feelings in one another again. There may be even a little bit of jealousy involved here. That's a message that's come through for some of you, and that is why that stubbornness is showing up. That could very well be the reason, so dig a little deeper and find out what that's about. Then you get religious factors, passion, and true love. Now, the religious factors is interesting that it comes up also where we saw now that there's that stubborn and aggressive kind of streak going. This particular card says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. To me, this card more represents one's core belief system. You have a core belief system of how relationships should work, what relationships are about, how they pan out. And this is perhaps what we're all knocking up against this coming week. We're being mirrored. A mirror is being held up to us to check those core beliefs we have about relationships. So wherever that stubbornness comes in, have a look at what your core beliefs around relationships are. And kind of question them a little, because that could be where the sticking point is for you, especially even if the other person is being a stubborn person. Just look at something you truly believe about relationships. There's sort of a clue to be found in there. Those of you looking for partnerships and relationships, also check your belief system, okay? Check your core beliefs about relationships. You perhaps think that relationships should be hard work, when in fact there's someone that really likes you that's not going to be hard work at all. They're just going to be really nice. But you kind of don't pay attention to that person because your core belief is relationships are not easygoing and flowing. They must have high drama and opposition, and you know what I mean. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. The passion card says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. What's interesting is that this comes up just after I've now mentioned that, you know, one needs the high drama and the roller coaster of a relationship to feel like it's the real thing. When in fact, I think when things are easygoing and smooth, are you going to discover that this week? That is when the passion will actually flare quite I think surprisingly for a lot of you, that's a message that comes through. And that's also where true love is going to be found. It's going to be found in the peace and quiet, not in the drama. That's a message that's coming through for just about all of you this week, okay? So those of you looking for relationships, true love is to be found in that secret admirer, definitely. If we have a look at your career cards, you get the Star, the Dog, and Firecracker, followed by your 3 tarot cards, which is the 8 of Water, the Page of Fire, and the 10 of Water. You see a recurring theme in your reading. I see that now. The Staff says you will be taken care of in difficult times. A lot of people have been facing challenges recently in many different guises, especially in the career sector. Some are dealing with difficulty getting in work, finding work. Others are feeling it's tedious, it's boring, it's stuck. There's really sort of a sticking point where career is concerned at the moment. The Dog says protection from a powerful friend. That's twice that is spoken about. So just know, regardless of what you're going through at the moment where career is concerned, you are protected, you are looked after. All will be fine in the end. Then Firecracker says some kind of excitement comes in. I think more towards the end of the week, something exciting just lifts that feeling of tediousness, that feeling of being stuck, that feeling of not getting enough work in, whatever the case may be, it's about to change. If we look at your tarot cards, once again you have that thing of the 8 of Water saying as much. You have a kind of preconceived idea of how things should pan out or how they should work out in your career, or what they should be. And that's not the way it is. And you're going to come to that conclusion or realization this week. Once you do, that Page of Fire says you have this sort of renewed passion for what you do, or for career, or for work, or whatever. You feel as if you're heading off on a new adventure where your career is concerned. And you finish off then with the 10 of Water, which has the excitement, definitely lines up with that as well. And as many of you will know, that's the 10 of Cups card, which means it's happiness, it's fulfillment, it's abundance, it's feeling good. So by the end of the week, that is how your career sector is going to be feeling for you. Very nice, that. Right, if we look at your happiness cards, for me, this is always about what your soul wants you to experience this week. In other words, your soul path evolution. You get the Door, the Bouquet, and the Bell. Your tarot cards is the Fool, the 8 of Earth, and the Ace of Earth. Now, the Door says opportunities are waiting for you. So your happiness this week is because there's an opportunity waiting for you. The Bouquet says compliments from an admirer. For many of you, this is going to be where your true happiness is found. If you're looking for a relationship, that secret admirer is possibly going to compliment you. It's going to make you feel great. The Bell says an announcement. I think that excitement that we see comes courtesy of an announcement, right? If we look at the Fool card, that is always about setting off on a new journey with that sort of almost naive excitement. Without the worries, the preconceived ideas, the little voice in your head going, it's not going to work, it's not going to work, it's all going to be gone. You're actually setting off on this new journey unencumbered by preconceived ideas, which is the best way to set off on a journey. The 8 of Earth speaks about you've passed a test, you've reached a new level of your expertise in life. And it's going to have concrete results because you have the Ace of Earth, which says abundance manifest. In other words, this week you're going to see manifestation of the hard work that you've been doing. If it's in your career, if it's in your relationships, if it's in life in general, this coming week, towards the end of the week, I think, you see concrete results. You see manifestation of the hard work wherever you have been directing your hard work. Congratulations to everybody. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you would like a personal or private reading, I'll just repeat it again, or that amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. I'd also like to thank you for watching and listening, commenting, liking, subscribing. And if anybody decides to share this video, a really special thank you to you.